Hey friends, it's Mari here. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I have a project here for the Just Nick Digital Cut File Shop, and it does just so happen to be International Scrapbooking Day weekend, so happy scrapbooking this weekend. I hope you get a chance to get crafty. I'm going to be using a couple of gorgeous cut files from the shop today. I'm going to be using this daisy background cut file, and I've cut this from some textured white American craft cardstock. I think I set my blade on my Cameo at 6 or something like that. I usually like to set my blade a little bit deeper than what's recommended for the type of paper, just so that I get a really good cut. And I'm usually fairly successful when I do that. And this just cut beautifully. I really love this cut file. I think it's so springy, and I really wanted to cut it using some white cardstock and then back it onto a color that would really make the white pop. And I really like the combination of that aqua and that white. So I just popped up the cut file on some foam adhesive and stuck it down to that Doodlebug aqua colored textured cardstock. Now I'm taking the butterfly cut file, which is the other cut file I'm using, and I'm tracing around the solid butterflies, and these solid butterflies are sized exactly to fit behind the open butterfly cut file that you'll see here in a minute. I just traced the solid butterfly onto some Vicki Boutin patterned paper from the 6x8 patterned paper pad in the Color Kaleidoscope collection. I traced around that, and now I'm just fussy cutting on that pencil line. And you'll see here that I'll just take the open butterfly cut file, which is all part of the butterfly cut file and that's going to be how I create these colorful butterflies to go over top of my daisy background. So now you can see I've got those all ready to go. I'm going to pop those up with a little bit more foam adhesive, and I just like how this just creates some dimension and brings them up off the layout. When I stuck the open butterfly file on top of the solid, I just stuck it down in the center, in the body part of the butterfly, so that the kind of more fragile parts of the butterfly wings are free. And in that way, you can just kind of lift them up a little bit and give that a little bit more dimension too. So I like how that looks. Now I've got those all kind of stuck down. I did actually have one little spot there where I accidentally broke the paper. And so I'm just gonna fix that with a little bit of adhesive there. And now I'm just looking at it, and I'm trying to decide how I want to place my pictures. And I'm going to end up moving the butterflies around a little bit to make room for my photos. Now I've printed these two black and white photos at 3.1 by 2.1 on my Epson PictureMate. And I'm going to back those with some orange Doodlebug textured cardstock here. And I'm going to just trim those up using my Tim Holtz trimmer. And I'm going to just do a really simple mat on these photographs. Just that really pretty orange color is going to provide that background. I love this Vicki Boutin collection. It's so pretty. The colors are so vibrant and gorgeous. And I just thought this was a really pretty collection to use for these photos, which are definitely summery photos. These are photographs of Bailey's shower from last summer, and just gonna tell a story here. And I'm not gonna do the journaling on camera. I'm going to do that after, but I am going to show you where I will put the journaling once the layout's all finished. So I want to just kind of put those roughly in the center, but not quite, and offset them with each other. And now I'm just going into that Vicki Boutin collection and checking out some other bits and pieces, how I want to embellish this. Now you can see that I sized down that aqua cardstock about 1/4 of an inch on two sides, and I've backed the aqua paper onto some of the Vicki Boutin patterned paper from Color Kaleidoscope. It's that one with the leaves. It's that really bright leaf green paper. I think it's has the craft text on the back. And I just wanted to do that just to bring that green into the mat of the background. And also what I did was I just stitched around that aqua paper with my sewing machine with some white thread just to finish it off. Now I am going to take off that pink word love. I just didn't really like how that looked, and I'm going to just take that off, and I'm going to replace it with just that black puffy phrase that says love, or sorry, this. And then I'm going to do the journaling underneath this once my layout is all finished here. So how I plan to do my journaling there is just to do that on computer and then just cut the strips and glue them onto that bottom area there. If you're a follower of mine, you've seen me do that 100 times. I sometimes like to do my journaling off screen, take my photos before I do my journaling on the layouts, just to keep that part of my memory keeping private in that way. So now I'm just going to go in and look at some of the different bits of the collection. So I'm going to take some of those puffy hearts from the puffy sticker sheet and put those on a wing of some of the bigger butterflies there. And I was thinking I might use this round puffy sticker here that says sweet. I end up taking that off because I do use something else instead of that, but you'll see that as the layout continues here. And so, yeah, I'm just going through the different bits and pieces and checking out what else I can put on this layout. Make sure, and I will leave a link in the description box below, that you head over to Nicole's cut file shop and check out the gorgeous cut files that she has. One of the things that I like to do when I'm looking in the shop for a cut file to use is I like to filter it from newest to oldest when I'm looking for, obviously, for a new cut file that she's put into the shop. If you're brand new to her shop and you want to kind of check things out based on theme, she also has a filter on the website where you can filter by theme. So if you're looking for, Halloween cut files, or you're looking for Valentine's cut files, etc. If you memory keep thematically, you can definitely look for thematic cut files as well on her site. So I really love that. I find her site really, really super easy to use, and I love her cut files. They're gorgeous, they're creative, and you can see from this layout here, they just make a layout come together so easily, and it's really fun to use a cut file on a layout. I love it. Now guys, if you wouldn't mind, please leave me a thumbs up if you liked my project today, and don't forget to leave me a comment. Tell me what you're up to for International Scrapbooking Day this weekend. What's inspiring you these days in your scrapbooking process? Thank you so much for stopping by, and have an amazing day, and I'll see you another time here on my channel. Bye-bye.